He corrected me on that, but it was my fault. Yeah. But again, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is the highlight of today's episode of Pop Mag, the second back of the back-to-back of the comeback episode. Ladies and gentlemen, my interview with co-creator of Trese, Mr. Budjette Tan. Yes!
Stay a while and listen.
Welcome to the third episode of Pop Mag. Welcome, guys. We have a very special guest for you guys, and it is none other than the writer and creator of the Trese graphic novel, Mr. Budjette Tan. Welcome. Yay! Woohoo! Welcome.
Hello.
Yeah, you're calling
Hello,
all the way
Pop
from
Mag.
Denmark, right, sir?
Yes.
What's up with it?
Hello, BJ.
Hello,
hey, everyone.
Hey, welcome to our show, sir. How's it going?
Thank you very much. It's breakfast time over here, so if I'm lagging, whether technology wise or lagging in my answers, it's because I haven't had enough coffee. So give me time to warm up. I'm usually a night owl as well, but I think if we reversed our hours, maybe it's you guys who would probably be either too drunk or too fueled with caffeine to have a decent coffee.
Would probably be decaffeinated at this point. But yeah,
Yes.
well, welcome. It's such a huge honor. It's such a huge pleasure to have you here. And for those guys who are listening, I just want you guys to know that it was quite the experience for me to try and look for Budjette, and I tried to look for him for quite some time, and I finally got it. Yeah, I'm just trying to sound cool because of Batman over here and the Magneto helmet over there. But I'm fangirling at this moment right now.
Yes, we not that we advocate cyber stalking, but that's essentially what BJ did.
Yeah, I did. Sorry. Sorry. I know there are some laws somewhere in the world that would deem what I've done illegal, but yeah, I have, and here you are. Welcome for your benefit, everybody who are listening today. Thank you. But yeah, one of the main reasons why I wanted Budjette to join us today is because I want him to talk about a couple of stuff, and just to give you an idea of what the show is all about. It's all about creating a Filipino community of artists, talented individuals, geeks, nerds, gamers, comic book enthusiasts, and those people who are really into the culture of developing great talent for the community. And you're one at the forefront of that. You're one of the people who has led the way into this, and as with our current hashtag for this show, it's dream big, go big. You have made it so big.
Oh.
in the industry, you've made it so big. So why don't you start off with tell us what you're currently into right now. Where is Budjette Tan as of the moment, and then we're gonna go backwards as to where you started with your career. So currently, why don't you start off with that, Chief?
All right, sure. But first of all, I think it's great, BJ, that you and the guys have set up a podcast like this, because I think, one of my favorite podcasts is Word Balloon with John Suntress. And it was through that podcast that I got to found comic book artists and writers I never knew about. So
Thank you.
it's great that to have a show like this, so that other people who might be geeking out on something else will suddenly figure out, there's another thing which I could probably get into. So yes, fantastic that you guys are doing this. I was asking, why Banahaw Boys? Why the name of the show?
Oh, okay. So first, Banahaw Boys. Banahaw Boys. We call ourselves the Banahaw Boys because when we were in high school, we ran away from home. And guess where we wound up? We went Mount Banahaw, yeah.
Wow.
And we stayed there for quite some time, and it was the four of us, and it's the same guys that I was with, plus one more.
Yeah.
And ever since then, we've been together, and that was in 1998. So you just imagine how long ago it was. So
And wait, when you ran, How old were you when you ran away?
We were like 15 or 14 or something. So we were like angsty teenagers. Like, we're gonna be hermits, we're gonna be vigilantes, and we and we had these stuff. Which I will tell you all about more later. But yeah, so we ran away from home, and that was 1998.
Okay.
And then the show's name is Pop Mug. So it's a Pinoy online pop culture, music, and gaming podcast.
You really found a way to cram everything in that.
Oh yeah. It's a fun way to say it. And reason being, mug is because we like to drink stuff. As I told you, they like to drink. I don't drink alcohol actually. Well, I used to. I used to drink like a fish, but then again, I got tired of getting myself drunk and whatnot.
Yes.
So alcohol, coffee, soda, whatever, man. Like that's what we do. So we did that.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So yes, I am. So just hi again to everyone. And to clarify, I am the co-creator of Trese. Of course, you cannot forget Kadjo Baldissimo. If it wasn't for Kadjo, you'd just be looking at word balloons and no pictures whatsoever.
Oh, well, we're gonna talk about him in just a bit, but yeah. Thank you. Shout out to Kadjo. Hello, sir. I'm still stalking you as of the moment. So
yes, he's busy. He's sending. I've been seeing pages for book 7, so that's why he's ignoring you. Please forgive him. I am now based in Denmark. I am in this little town called Billund, which is, of course, the birth town and currently still the headquarters of Lego. I am a senior creative manager in the advertising agency of Lego. We are part of the internal ad agency of Lego. So I work here and very thankful and lucky that there are also a couple of other Pinoys also working here. Coincidentally, they also are comic book creators. So I'm working here with Mervin Ignacio and Ian Santamaria in the creative side of things. And yeah, we have a nice little Filipino community here of creatives and strategists and designers. So yeah, this is where I've been based for the past 2 years, reaching my 3rd year here already.
Wow.
So that's what's been keeping me busy, and that's partly the reason why. Not a great excuse, but yes, I should have been writing. Okay.
Okay. I'm still here. Don't worry.
Yes. No, I just got a little warning saying your internet connection is unstable.
Yeah.
Anyway,
welcome to the Philippines, but we're fine now. We're good. We're not stopping for this. And you did say Lego. Wow. Really. Wow. This how did you? I mean, seriously. You know.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I have little Fanny.
Yes.
Right here. And you have no idea of the infinite number of blocks that I used to have and the infinite number of blocks my son has. And wow, Lego, man. I mean, we could just imagine how to get into these things. And if do you mind telling us how did you get into Lego or?
Yep. Actually, it was all thanks to Mervin Ignacio, who told us, who was the first guy to get into Lego, actually. And he was just browsing through LinkedIn 3 years back. None of us would have imagined that it was possible for us all the way in the Philippines to actually get all the way here. But there, he just because he was browsing through LinkedIn, he saw there was an opening for creative manager in in Lego.
Right.
So he took the chance and got in. And then he went ahead. He was ahead of us by a year and a half. So we continued to chat, and he'd tell us what the work was all about. So he just said just keep your eye out and just go to either LinkedIn, or if you go to lego.com, there is a jobs section. And I just kept checking it, every now and again. I would like to look, And it actually took me a year of trying.
Wow, a year.
A year of trying. I actually got rejected twice. I tried for two other jobs, and it was on my third try that I finally got finally got accepted. So
Wow.
actually, even the great thing about Lego is that they are continuing to expand. There is, of course, what do you call this? Closer to home. There is a Singapore office, and not so close to home is the Shanghai office.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I mean, it's continuing to grow and expand, and I think the great thing is that they are looking for more offices and more positions as they've continued to want to get a global perspective on storytelling, on communication.
Nice.
So there.
Wow, wow, and that does speak to the idea of just never just giving up. You said you tried for 3 times, and on the third time's the charm, they say, and then what the charm it was when you finally got in. That's great, man. That's wow. I mean, what's it like to work for a giant toy company? Because when I was a kid, just to share with everybody that's listening right now, when I was a kid, I always wanted to work for a toy company, and I thought I had a delusioned idea of what it was. Like, oh, you'll be an expert on the toys, but we all know it's not like that. But what was it like to work? What's it like to be working for Lego?
Of course, it's a lot of fun because we get to see the toys a year before it comes out.
Yeah, man. But you're not allowed to talk about it, I'm sure.
No, not at all, not at all. We would definitely get fired if we, any little detail about what we're working on. So we get to, of course, play with the toys. We get to see what it's all about. I'm learning a lot because I then get to see how it evolves. From concept to final product. Funnily enough, it's now that I have a 3-year-old kid, my little boy's turning 3.
Yeah,
in a weird way. Yes, in a weird way, I'm learning from him as much as as much as we're trying to teach him stuff. But I'm learning from him the things that I can then put into work, right? Into my job of how do I tell a story that makes it interesting for other kids and other parents for that matter. So yeah, I mean it's fun, and it is still at the end of the day it is still a lot of hard work.
Right.
So everything to my dear friends in advertising agencies, that's part of it. Except you get to spend your day building and playing.
Right.
So yeah, that's the fun part of it.
I kind of find this interesting because most of the people that I know that are on the creative side, I don't know how true this is. I might be speaking on behalf of just myself, but most of the creative people that I know tend to wind up in advertising. You, for instance, and then in episode 1 we talked to Berlin Manalaysay, who worked in advertising, and then Thomas Regala and Freddie Tan also kind of worked in advertising at some point. So and then my dad, who used to work with Berlin before, was in advertising, which is weird.
Okay.
I didn't know about that. It was just we ran into each other, and then I told him who my father was, and then he suddenly called up my dad, and he says, "Oh, I have your son for ransom. You're never gonna get him back," which was weird. So and every time we would see, there's always the message to my dad is, let's go drinking, because I think that's what they used to do before. So any insight on this? Is it really more of a natural professional career path to go to, or does it almost always turn out to be like that? If you want to go to the not so creative, if you want to go to the professional technical career side of creativity, then you naturally wind up in advertising. Is that how it goes?
That's a very interesting observation. My weird theory, I mean, and it just came to mind as you were talking about it. I guess it's if you're the type of person that loves to tell stories, if you're a craftsman, whether you're crafting a static visual or audio visual kind of story, if you're also the type that loves to solve problems,
Right.
then I think that's where you would naturally gravitate to, even as far as Philippines is concerned. It would either be, and you could now see this little revolving door of people going to advertising, going to the networks, so the TV networks, the cable stations, or or you end up as a YouTuber.
That's true. Hey, here we go.